get wisdom. And in all thy getting, get what?
Understanding.
Understanding. Get understanding. So if you don't understand money, your ignorance will cost you. It will cost you every opportunity that you would have had to make some money. This is why. What? Ignorance is expensive. Turn the page. Chapter 1. 5 habits of money. It said in there that most people only know 2 habits. They only know 2 habits. Earn and spend. And when you know just these 2 habits, you only have them to operate off of. So what do? You get caught in a cycle of poverty. You earn and you spend. And you earn and you spend. But it's not your fault. You don't even know the other options because you don't know what you don't know. The only thing you know how to do once you get it is to get rid of it. So let's read more of the habits. Joshua turned the page. The 3rd habit of money was to protect. Protect it from what? Being taken from you. Protect it from taxes. Because when you earn, habit 1, you're taxed. When you spend, habit 2, you're taxed. And even when you die, you what?
Taxed.
So to protect your money, rich people use businesses. Because by law, businesses pay taxes after expenses. But we get confused because we think businesses is big old buildings and corporations are the products and the employees and all those things. Those things are not the business. Those things belong to the business. The business is just a document that allows a person to operate and provide products to the public. All you have to do to own a business is apply for one a couple blocks from here at the state capitol. And you can get it for $125 if you need it the same day and $100 if you got some patience. And wait till the next day. That's the same pair of St. Jordans. Some brothers need to prioritize, huh? Wow. The reason why businesses pay taxes after expenses is because it is in the government's best interest to let businesses grow and expand. They employ people, they pay people, they provide products for the public. So all these things are beneficial because they're taxed, right? Earn and spend. You make some money, you spend some money, you get taxed. So if a business provides you with a job and provides the public with products, the government makes more money. So the business itself gets to pay money and pay taxes after expenses because it gets to use the money it earns to grow and expand first and pay taxes on what's left. We pay taxes first and try to survive on what's left. Right? So they protect their money with habit 3 by putting it in the business. 4th habit. 4th habit is save. Now I know what y'all saying, and I know what Joshua was saying. Josh said, I already know how to save. I really don't have that much money to do it, but I know how to save. And what does it say right here? It says, no. Most people are not saving. They are just waiting to spend. True savings is when the money in your savings can help you be secure, but also pay you. Pay me? Well, how does my savings account pay me? It pays you like this. The book says you can open an interest-generated savings account. And it will then pay you a percentage. Josh said, and I don't think that's right. So he pulls out his cell phone. Ain't got no power in the house, but he got a little juice in his phone. He checks his bank account. In his bank account, there's a dividend payout every month. But it's like 3 cents. Why is it only 3 cents? Because the money is generated off of what you have in your account. So the book gives him an example. It says if you had $1,000 in savings, and even if the percentage rate was 0.03, not 0.3, 0.03, every month, you get $30. Not only would you have $1,000 safe and secure in case of an emergency, but you get $30 every month. That's a tank of gas out the clear blue sky. What if you save some more? That's true savings. The fourth habit. Then you turn the page. So the fifth habit. What's the fifth habit? Create. So Josh paused right here though. He said, oh no, hold on, this might be illegal. I know some brothers that know how to create. Right. Ain't that called counterfeiting? But that's not the kind of creation that the book was talking about. The book says to buy assets and then let them pay you. The rich don't work for money. They put their money to work for them. They spend their money on income-generating assets, and then their money creates more money. That's creation. Ignorance is expensive. Only knowing the two habits of money costs people more money than anything else. But you, just like Joshua, are no longer trapped. And it said that the rich bought income-generating assets. Well, Josh was like, well, what are assets? You know, it made sense to me, but what are assets? So we turned the page. Chapter 2. Your financial foundation. Your net worth, assets, and liabilities. Your net worth is how you keep score in the money game. How you keep score of where you're at. It says that your net worth is what you own minus what you owe. What you have minus what you need to be given to somebody else because you spent a little bit of that money early. What you owe. Assets and liabilities, let's define them so you know exactly what they are. There are a bunch of different definitions. Even if the one, if you looked in the dictionary, the asset definition might confuse you. It might be good to an accountant, but it would confuse probably the average person. So the best way to think about it is simply like this. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out. Period. That's how you can define it. And that's how you can think about it. Let's give an example of assets. He continued to read to see what assets were. Well, all right, it puts money in my pocket, but what kind of stuff can put money in my pocket if I own it? Real estate, rental property. Somebody else lives in the house, but you own or have the rights to the house, and they pay you for living in your property. Stocks and bonds. You invest, you get dividend payouts, or you can sell them. But all you have to do is own them for them to make money. Or a business that does not require your presence. If you work there, it's a job. But if you own it, and you have employees, and the business sells products and generates profits, you make money without having to be there. It's an asset. Let's talk about liabilities. Liabilities are such things as credit cards, loans, car notes, payday loans, rent-to-own products and TVs and furniture, and student loans. Student loans is a good form of debt, but you still have to put it underneath what its category is. It's a liability. It might be one that enhances your assets someday, but when you're looking at assets and liabilities, if it's taking money out your pocket, it's holding you back. So, to get your net worth, you must subtract your liabilities from your assets. If you have no assets, this is how you start to get them. This is a good slide right here. Use your 5 habits of money in this specific order right here. Use what you earn and save it until you have $1,000. Then spend money to create and then protect your creation. Let's do that again. Use what you earn and save it till you have $1,000. After that, spend your money to create and then protect your creation. Because of ignorance, most people don't know how to create. And in this book, you will learn how. But before that, you must learn the most important part of money. And this is to give. Well, Mark, why isn't this a habit? Well, as Joshua continued to read, it says why it's not a habit. Because it's a law. It is a law. And the law goes like this. You reap what you what? You reap what you sow. Exactly. That's why it's a law. Chapter 5. Chapter 3, excuse me. You reap what you sow. You give to get. This is how you tithe your way to greatness. Give to get. Reap what you sow. It's a law of money. It's to give first. That's the first step into becoming wealthy and rich. It says, give 10% of your gross income to the Lord. Now he's reading and he's saying, well, I never seen my mama give offering and tithes. Why should I have to? And then he kind of quietly thought in his mind, maybe that's why the lights are. By tithing and giving unto the Lord, you will sow seeds into other people, but you will also sow them into yourself. And when you plant seeds, you have no choice but to reap a harvest. That's why you sow them. Right? Amen. In order to receive, first you must give. And it will return to you greater amounts than you gave. There are 3 major blessings of giving and giving. The first major blessing is that you learn automatically to live on less than what you earn. Rich people don't spend all they earn. The reason why people are stuck in habits 1 and 2 in the cycle of poverty is because there ain't no more money left to participate in the other 3. The other 3 require some leftover money. So the best part about tithing is it automatically begins to teach you how to live on less than what you earn. Number 2 is you have a charitable heart. I guarantee you will feel better about yourself by helping somebody else. A lot of people don't believe that. I got to get me and I got to get mine. But you'll be breaking the law. When you see children leaving out the church with Christmas presents, backpacks, when you see us going down to, more and putting roofs on houses and buying supplies, and you know that you paid your tithes, and you can feel that you contributed, even if you couldn't go down and participate, even if you didn't buy that backpack fully outright yourself, you contributed, you will know and feel the blessings in the world. And they don't have any choice but to come back to you. You sowing seeds and you can see them. When that little kid is smiling because he was able to do his homework and have some supplies, you will know that the Lord is going to bless you for that. The third benefit of giving to get is that you have obedience to God. And you're going to reap your harvest. He says it. I will pour you out a blessing that way. You will not have room enough to receive. Give unto the Lord. And that's how it works. That's how the law of giving works when it comes to money. So, those are the 3 for right now. Those are the 3 we're only going to go over right now. 5 habits of money, assets, liabilities, net worth, and tied into greatness. But I want to issue you all a challenge. I have a sheet right here that I like to pass out. This sheet invites you, to do 2 things. We'll be getting back together here in 2 weeks. You have 14 days. For your benefit, please use this sheet to accumulate all of your liabilities. You don't have to do it all at once. The sheet provides a schedule of which day you do which thing. Just act on it. Also, get you an accountability partner. And I'm even willing to be somebody's accountability partner. And what you do is you call each other and say, you start your plan, you get your stuff together. We got class coming in 2 weeks. And I want to be able to learn how to get rid of all these liabilities. And what I want to challenge you to do is that there are 2 Sundays between now and next time. If you do not tithe currently, I dare you to get blessed. Prove him wrong. There are 2 different Sundays on there. If you get paid in between either one of those, I dare you to get blessed.
Tell us what tithing is.
Tithing, 10% of your gross. When you get paid, you get your income, 10%. Not of what's left over after taxes. You have to go and look on your pay stub and see how much you got paid in total before taxes and get 10% of that. But I promise you, one of y'all gonna come back with a testimony. And the journey has just begun. It's to be continued. Joshua's about to take what he's learned and act upon it. And I want you to be able to act upon it with him next time we get together. Any questions? No matter have any questions, I would love to answer the questions.
Yeah, I got one.
Sure.
One, explain to me why you have 10% of your gross when you normally get it back.
Because the government takes that.
Right.
So when you get paid, actually you did get all that money. The government is just required by law to take some of it. So in the Bible it says to give 10% of what you earned, what you got. Just because the government took some before, it doesn't mean that what's left over is what you give God some of. You look at what you were going to get paid if you weren't living in America on the tax structure we was on, and pay that 10%.
Okay, and then after they take that, then at the end of the year, I file taxes and I still got to pay.
To them?
Because of the tax bracket that I'm in, single. And the amount of money I make, I still got to pay taxes.
Well, here's the thing. Do the best you can.
Yeah, I paid $1,200 last year in taxes.
We have contribution statements here at church too for people that get it. All I'm saying is do the best you can. You know, don't go broke over that, and the pastor might want to chime in extra, but all I know is it says you're supposed to give off your gross, and that's what I do with tithing and coming to this church. When me and Mark and Tyson first started coming here, we were broke. I mean, we were broke because of all the things that had happened to me personally. And the only thing I could give when I first started coming here was time. So I would tithe my time. I would walk the neighborhood and I would pass out the health fair pamphlets, you know, and I would come back here and I would say, is there anything else you need me to do? When we were reconstructing the side over there on the building, I would come and I would paint and I would help, because before I got money, guess what God gave me? God gave me life, energy, the ability to think, and the, you know, just to get up in the morning, right? So all that stuff came to me for free. So if I didn't have no money, my only currency would be time, right? So that's what I started to pay 10% of. I made sure I was coming here and giving at least 10 of that. But even more so, we hadn't sold any houses when we first started our business. Matter of fact, we didn't even have our company yet, MSC Real Estate. I used to come right here to Wednesday Night Recap and pray for my business to do some business. And Pastor would stand right here and he would say, please, Lord, help Mark defy the odds and provide for his children. Right. Now, I'm here to stand here and talk to you about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just how, that's just my personal conviction with tithing comes from, is that I dare you to get blessed means I dared myself to get blessed, and I'm here to be able to speak to you about it. You know?
I agree with that. And I have a problem tithing mine at time.
Yeah. Whatever you have to do it for your spirituality. Everybody, what's up, man?
Well, as Dwayne was talking, it was like I'm had the same sentiment he had. But as I'm listening, the government is just like J.C. Penney's. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Sears. You pay that bill like you pay the other bills, but you still got your gross. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I got my money and I'm gonna pay my bills, but I got tied off what I had. So the whole thing, the government is a bill just like everything else. So that's what I think that's where the gross is coming in at.
Yeah.
The whole amount.
The whole amount.
Because the government just like a bill like everybody else.
But here's the thing, we say, oh, taxes. Taxes law is written by human beings and it's able to be written. What we do is we think a lot, well, I'm not saying that tax offices, Jackson Hewitt, H&R Block, they all pop up once a year to break us off. Right? That's not what they do. They give you a tax return in tax return season, but all the rest of the year, they're managing the accounts of business. David, you're an accountant, am I right? Mm-hmm. Exactly. So if we get out of our own ignorance, it won't be so expensive. You know what I'm saying? when it comes to taxes, they're gonna hit us unless we know how to protect ourselves. When it comes to assets, liabilities, net worth, real estate, stocks, and all those things, ask me. I will tell you. If you want to catch me in the hallway, Mark, you know a good book to read on this? You know a good book to read on that? I will give it to you. If you want to ask me a general question that I know in my mind is not going to take 20 minutes to explain, right? Samaj went straight to college. I didn't. I got a job. And it wasn't until I was 20 years old that I got to go to be in the Air Force. And the only thing I got to do that for is because everything I had got wiped out in the water. I didn't start getting my degree until I was 25 years old. So I had become a grown man, so to speak, in my mind. Had family, children, everything. But I couldn't figure out what was going on with my money. Why? I didn't know. I didn't know what I didn't know.
Right.
Now that I know it, I feel the pain every day of looking at another person who lives the life I was living. That's why I give the information freely. What do I need to hold it for? It's for me when I have it. It's for you when you have it. Take it, grow. And next time, I'm going to go into some deeper stuff. Right now, I'm just trying to give you the basics so you can understand. Break up the confusion that comes from, the TV and, people in your neighborhood. You can't learn nothing. They got a saying that goes, you can't help poor people by being one of them. Right. That's what it says. And so next time, I'm going to tell you some more deeper things. But that's why I want you to get your debt or liabilities together so I can tell you the strategic way to attack some debt. And then them tithes, them taxes, it ain't going to hurt so much. Because you're going to know other ways to get money aside from just your check. When your check comes and you only have to have one, earn, and you get taxed when you spend and taxed when you earn, you get attacked from all sides. That's why people stay in a cycle of poverty. The only two habits you know are the two that get taxed.
Can you go into more that with the businesses? Or let me ask, one, is there another way to protect your money? And then two, to kind of go through the whole process of the business and, how these expenditures are.
First of all, the other ways to protect are a little kind of complicated, like an estate, a trust, all those kind of things, legal matters,
college funds,
can help you better with that. I know them, but to explain it to you is going to be in technical terms that get confusing. But there are other ways to protect. The most simple way to protect and understand how the process works is through a business. And the way that it works is like this. You start your company. All you need is the articles of organization. You go down to the state and they give you the articles of organization. Then you form your own type of business, type of product that you're going to sell. When you sell products, the government, specifically by law, says that you pay taxes after expenses. So when you make your product and you sell it to somebody, the revenue that comes in only gets reported once a year. It's not like when you are an individual income earner. When you're an individual income earner, you get your check last. Dental, health, taxes, federal and state, all come out before you receive the money. Businesses operate the opposite way. Money comes in and they're only required to pay taxes and tell all the income that they have earned over a year once a year. So in between that time frame, they're able to spend on things inside the business. For instance, I have a real estate business. If I flip a house and we make $50,000, right? The $50,000 that I have goes directly into our business bank account. Now I can take some of that money and buy computers, I can buy papers, I can buy signs to put up for new houses, I can even use it to fix up other houses. As long as I can document and show all the stuff that inside the business I spent that money on, the government is going to say, well, how much was it? I'll say, I spent $10,000 on business expenses this year. They'll say, cool, pay us taxes on 40. That's how it works.
I tell you, who needs to be here in my partner and help me in the ministry. Steve, he wants to go into business where it's a little bad for a restaurant.
Is Peter better?
Yeah.
You should see the SBA.
And he's been, I think he's talking about going there.
Yeah, you should see the small business administration.
But he needs to be in this class.
And they do classes about it too. But they're not going to teach you kind of the stuff I teach. I'll teach you more of a psychology of money so you can understand how it works in the world, not like specifically. Anywhere else you go, someone's going to say, well, here's how to budget, right? and here is, you know, we're going to go over your expenses, and okay, you need to just work with what you have. No one's going to tell you how to create.
Right.
No one's going to, you know, they're going to show you net worth, but they're not going to explain it like I just explained it to you, because I want you to be able to think financially as in regards to yourself becoming more prosperous, not just managing the little that you have or, you know, whatever comes in.
Well, I know what you're saying is true, because my brother-in-law, that, what's that deal that he says that, get things that's gonna create money, create wealth.
Yes, sir.
And I hear him talking about that, my brother-in-law, my sister does, and he's invested in a bunch of, rental property. And also they, own, storage, you know, them storage business, where
That's the type of
people with
real
all
estate.
their furniture. So he's doing real well, and I heard him talk about that. It's something that's gonna make him money.
Here's another thing, it's never too late.
Yeah.
It's never too late. It's not. The situation is not so bad that you just need to give up. That's the problem with a lot of people's financial situation. They just feel like, well, what's the use?
Right.
There's always the use. I got a rule that I read in a book one time that I just switched my whole philosophy of money on. It said, how much money can you keep? Play that game with yourself, see what happens. Thank you.
Awesome.
Awesome job, man. Awesome job. I think all of us have learned something, and definitely. We give God a hand clap of praise for something. Yes, sir. Yeah. Phenomenal job. Phenomenal.